Hey everybody. I have no clue if anybody's watching. Uh yeah, really haven't. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, three people. Cool. So yeah, I'm live from my driveway. There's a line of storms approaching from the west. A couple of them are tornado warns. Well, one is right now, but there's rotation all up and down the line, quick QLCS spin up type deals. There's some lightning there to the right. Uh, but yeah, I'm literally sitting in my driveway pointing west. Um, and I guess we'll see what the camera gets. I'm not going to stay in the truck the whole time. This is really just uh, seeing what I can grab. Sorry, it's grainy. I'll see if I can shut off my porch light. Maybe that'll make it less grainy. I have no clue. Let me see something. I don't know. Yeah, that's really grainy. Sometimes the GoPro ain't the best at night. You can't really change any options on it when it's in webcam mode. But yep. But yeah, literally the laziest chase that has ever happened, probably ever. I'm probably just gonna see what happens, and we'll see. Storms are. Let's see. Let's pull up the radar here. Uh, okay, so they looks like they dropped the tornado warning, which was pointing towards West College Corner. Um, but so there's rotation near a little bit southwest of Brookfield between Oldenburg and Laurel. We have a couple other areas that could between New Point and Napoleon, but that's really subsiding. That was a little stronger there a minute ago. Down towards Lovett, there might be a little bit trying to pop up. And then like Osgood, Jackson, Versailles, little bit of a notch in the line there too. A little bit interesting to me. Um, this isn't a like fully QLCS. There's definitely separation between these storms, so I'd say some semi discrete going on here. Uh, but overall, it's a QLCS type tornado. Quick spin ups. Likely would be weak in nature. Could even see gust nados. There was a lot of those today in central Illinois. So some really fantastic ones. Brandon Kopic got some really great shots of those I was watching earlier. But with this impacting closer to home, I don't really want to go out too far because the last time I chased this close to home and there's a tornado warning, it came fairly close to where I live, less than 5 miles. So not going out. Plus, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and um, yeah, okay, their porch light just went off. That's cool. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here and see what happens. Honestly, So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Just thought it'd be why not? Why not? There's trees in front of us. There's a big one a little bit to the left. Line of broken trees right in front of us. So that's going to obscure the view a little bit. There's a nice spot, honestly, like less than a mile to my northwest, my west northwest. But I mean, I'd literally be parking on the corner of somebody's property, and that probably look weird. Plus, again, if something comes close to the house, I want to be here so we could, the dogs, the cats, the wife, and all that. So, what's up, dude? Ryan's still alive. I'm gonna plug my phone in because my phone's almost dead. Heck, my laptop's at 0%, but it's still on. Rocking and rolling in Cabot Corner. Hell yeah. Yeah, keeping safe. Just, I'm literally, if I turn my truck like 40 degrees, that's my house. So, turn that down. I shall return. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, you will be for sure. Hold on. Yep. Come on. ETA to Hamilton. Oh geez, let's look. Uh. Maybe 45 minutes. So I'm working with the WeatherWise app, and I'm kind of trying to learn all of its features. Let's see. I don't want that. I don't want any of that. About no app settings. Density, okay. Let's do, yeah. I set that the other night. Let's see. I don't know how good this is going to be. All right, so you can kind of see Hamilton. I know it's blurry, but this is using the WeatherWise app. So those 4 lines, the bottom one looks to be the one tracking towards Hamilton. Not really sure what the dashes mean at this point. That could be 15 minutes, 30, 25, 10. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour, roughly. I'll give you that window. That's my best guess, just with the speed of the storms. So first, we're going to experience some good winds, and then we'll get the precipitation. But yeah, we should have some decent winds. Let's kind of see what there might be in the way of wind. Wow. Wish this came out better. I can actually see a little bit past the trees with that. But yeah, I'm getting used to this new app. I used to use Radar Omega, but they've been having some issues lately. I think with their product, and when you're out actually driving around doing the chasings and stuff, you want a radar app that's very reliable. So I've heard some things about the WeatherWise app. It's pretty good. I like it. I used it Friday, and really enjoyed using it. Kept me apprised of the storm. I feel like it updates quicker. So that's a big bonus in that sense. So these storms do definitely look to be downtrending. Um, they were popping a lot more with lightning earlier. Definitely not so much now, which is good intensity wise. I mean, really for sure, we're going to get wind here. We're going to get some nice wind. Let's see. What can we see? If I no, that's my wiper blade. Okay. We'll just leave that off for now. Try to catch some lightning flashing. Again, this is like really the laziest chase I've literally ever done. I'm sitting in my driveway pointed west, waiting for the sign of storms to get here. Um, oh. Yeah, the weather's going down. Ryan Hall just stopped his stream. So, but I mean, this was expected to be downtrending. it's going to be right around severe / sub-severe level. Just not super potent storms, but still solid storms, good storms, I think. Still a couple notches in the line. Area around Brookville, Metamora, Cedar Grove. I mean, the rotations really died out, but there's still some signatures on the radar that I would not, dismiss it at this point. Uh, Everywhere else, I mean, that's the only part in the line I really see the ripples. So that's good. Oh, cool. Let's see. No. Breslin. Let's see here. That's a cool camera, dude. Oh, nice. Seeing that lightning there. Give you a like. That's neat. I love those tower cams, those high up cams. Those are pretty cool. We'll have to run here in a second, let the dogs back in. I had to get them out to go potty before the storm hits. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about, James. I mean, I'm not saying these storms are done for. I mean, they're definitely packing a punch and have capabilities. I mean, between Richmond and Liberty right now, I mean that's a sick bow echo on there. I mean, those are some real good winds up there, guarantee it. Um, I don't have a way to really measure what the wind is up there right now, but I can tell you it's pretty good. It's pretty potent. Um, West College Corner, you're probably within the next 10, 15 minutes, you're going to get some real good winds. Maybe even a little sooner. Um, you got a tiny bow segment right there, just real tiny guy. Between, and literally, I'm saying Metamora and Oldenburg. Like when I'm looking on reflectivity, the bow starts in Metamora and ends in Oldenburg. That's bowed out real nice. Though the reflectivity, it doesn't show it as potent as the other two. That could be the case, or that could be a radar situation, just data interpretation, things like that. But yeah, I like this WeatherWise app. So everything I'm looking at on here is free. A lot of what I paid for on Radar Omega, I'm getting for free on this app, and I'm gonna upgrade to the Plus version, which I think it's like $7.99 a month. It's cheaper. It's cheaper, and apparently there's a lot more coming here in the future for it. So, yeah, I'm really going to be working with this WeatherWise app, and I really like it so far. Let's see, DBZ, yeah, velocity meters per second. Let's go mile per hour because this is America, and while I understand metric, I understand imperial a lot better. So new severe box just put out, and if you stretch it out, it would affect Hamilton in the future. Hamilton's not in it yet, but like Mount Carmel, Cedar Grove, St. Leon, Manchester, Milan, Versailles, all the way down to Madison, big severe warning box. Or no, it goes up just north of Pleasant. It looks like probably, honestly, that's probably because of weather areas. But let's see. Warning. Okay, no. Boom. There. Hold on. What is this doing? It says expire in 6 minutes. It flashed. That means it should have. So right now they're saying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts across this line. We go a little north. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So I'd say we're going to see anywhere between 40 to 60 mile-per-hour wind gusts through our area for sure. 233. So yeah. No current tornado warnings. Yeah, the okay, they stretched that out. So they just issued a new one that includes Lewisburg, Eaton, Camden, Gratis, West Elkton, Somerville, Oxford. For that northern part of the line that's going through Richmond and Liberty right now. I'm sure it's some good wind up there. Probably a sight to behold. I'll be right back. Got to tend to the doggies. They're being silly. I wonder. I'm gonna do some research here. What the hell's dripping from my truck? Okay, there you go. You can see the flashing up north. If we start getting more off to my due west, I'll move the truck, but just at least want to get the lightning because it's cool. Right back. I want to shut my door. Nice. Oh, a little bit to the left, to the west now. Hail. Hail. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, let's look at. Yeah, reflectivity is definitely showing a hail core on that storm. That's the that and the one that went up. It's going through New Parish right now. Has some hail on it. Um, we'll see if what's down to me. It's starting to bow a little bit. Da, da, da. But everything's moving slightly off to the northeast. The line that's about to go into Mount Carmel, it stretches really, I'd say, from the northern extent of my line. Basically, Butler County's line is going to be from West College Corner, and it's all really contiguous down to Sunman right now. Um, it needs to get that bow segment for it to really pick up here good. The reason I'm pointing north, and this motion light should go out here in a moment. It's just the lightning. I mean, that's definitely the potent storm right now. We still got some lightning off to the west. Yeah. Once that motion light goes off, that'll help visibility greatly. I just frankly don't know where the switch for it is. I haven't found it yet. Living here a year. There we go. Well, that's a bit of a hook down there. Let's look at velocities. I'd say tornado threat wise at this moment, maybe north of Brooksburg, south of Pleasant. Little bit of convergence from what I can tell on the radar. And if you look at reflectivity, there's definitely a little bit of a hook feature there, but I don't think it. I mean, it could do a little spin up real quick, but um, I don't know. I'd give it less than 50% chance to figure its life out there. Right now, we're starting to get the wind picking up, which is nice. I like that. I know this isn't like Friday night, but it's weather, baby. It's the wonder in nature. And north is the place to be right now for this. If I had more time, I'd probably drive my truck into the backyard and point it north from there. Heyo. Yeah, now we got some thunder. I'm porting relatively west now, basically down my road. Getting rain now. You get the gust front with this. I can point that a little farther up. No, that's not worth it. Oh, there's a plane heading towards CVG. It's going to have to deal with this to land. Oh, that sucks. Person coming down the road is probably like, what the hell is this guy doing sitting half across his driveway? Probably thinks I have issues, and he'd be right. Oh, it's starting to rain more. Hell yeah. I was hoping there'd be more lightning. That's really what it is. And honestly, a lot of this is practicing pointing the camera at things. You know, that doing this is actually decent for that. Just small stuff, and you're watching me practice in a sense. I just wish there was more lightning. All right, the Butler County line's starting to bow out some more. It's not fully solid red on reflectivity, but I mean, it's still going to be a good one. Velocities are showing it picking up a really good wind to it. Little more concerned about the convergence down near Pleasant. Really, it's just south of Pleasant. northwest of Vive. So that's looking a little more concerning now than it was. Nothing on correlation coefficient, which correlation coefficient is the way that you get a radar confirmed tornado, because basically it's picking up different size stuff in the air from everything else, and different size stuff would indicate a tornado picking up debris and things like that. But that area where it coincides with, woo! Oh man, I hope I got that. I don't think I did, but beautiful cloud to ground off to my left. Oh my goodness. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Let's see. Yeah, rain's slightly picking up. So a lot of the times you'll get a lot of wind before the rain. Not in this one. You got a good bit of rain sitting out in front of this line with the heavy stuff, which is where the wind is. That's not always the case. But it is tonight. It is tonight. I like to get some more illumination and see if there's any cloud features. Like a shelf or something like that. I want to see that. Let's see. Let's pop on the Facebook. What? There's no way I'm up there. No, Kyle, I've been in just outside of Hamilton this whole time. I don't know if you're looking at an app, which one. I'm on WeatherWise, and it's got me in the same spot. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm actually I'm by my house. This is I live out here, so nice line of storms coming in, so might as well. Um, yeah, I mean, there we go. Let's get some more of that. I appreciate that. Since I'm to the East Coast, yeah, yeah. Virginia's had some chances here lately. I mean, Maryland had a good tornado not too long ago. That was actually really surprising. That one near Frederick, that was actually shocking. That Maryland can do it every so often. I mean, there was what I think it was an F3 or F4 down in La Plata, which is south or east southeast of DC. And I mean that's actually decent country out there. That part of Maryland's. Yeah, Maryland randomly gets some solid tornadoes. Annapolis got hit not long ago, a couple within the last few years. Um, Garrett County, that way up in the mountains, they have some a couple sometimes, which obviously dispels the myth that tornadoes don't happen in mountains, because they definitely do. Ask people down in Tennessee about that; they'll say, "Yeah, they definitely occur down here." Yeah, they definitely are. This is what was out in Illinois earlier. I mean, it was spitting down small spin up tornadoes, um, uh, gustnadoes, where I mean the outflow from the storm was just that good that I mean, it would spin up, but it wasn't technically a true tornado. It wasn't truly attached to the cloud or a funnel feature or something like that. But these storms are actually the ones that fired like down like central, like true central Illinois. There's some that was a good one, and that these are coming off of what was supposed to be the good tornado threat today, like the higher end chances. Which I mean, I think it got a couple tornadoes down that way and through Indiana. But I don't think I didn't hear of anything too excessive. There's a 10% hash risk for strong tornadoes. So again, 10% is not like, oh, there's a 10% chance overall. That like weather percentages are like 10% of X amount of area could see weather feature A today. Like it's a really weird. Oh, there's somebody coming up behind. Okay. That was weird. So yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, we're just a couple minutes away from the main part of this line hitting. I just wanted to pop out and point my camera at it, really. Extremely low budget chase today, which is nice. I've got a total of less than a tenth of a mile, really to the end of my driveway. So yeah, we're really crunching the miles today. Special weather statement. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't want the blue box. I want the yellow box. Yeah, 40 mile per hour, or no, it's moving at 40. Wind gusts up to 45. Pea size hail. Gusty winds. Tree limbs. Blow around unsecured objects. Hail could cause minor damage to vegetation, so hopefully y'all ain't planted your gardens yet. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool, man. Or yeah, that's cool. My radar. Nice. Oh, I forgot that I pop up on there. I don't really use my radar too much. I did use Radar Omega, but I've switched over to WeatherWise app, which I really love. But yeah, I mean, I'm local. I'm local to here, Egg Noodles. So, yeah, I mean, I'll chase here. I was out in St. Louis the other day, done Oklahoma, Iowa. I mean, I'll chase wherever I can, whenever work allows. So, yeah, I want to try to get out here. I got a couple good storms last year out, really in Indiana. I got the funnel cloud off the Eaton tornado, but I don't have photos of it. It was like a really fleeting glance. But yeah, I'm local, as you can see, 513 storm chasing. Yeah, that's right, Kyle. It's been a long day. Sometimes the brain don't makes the words good. Picking up. Well, keep turning the knob. There we go. I mean, in my opinion, this is like slightly above garden variety at this point. I mean, I was before the St. Louis chase, or basically before the chase on Friday. out in Illinois, I mean, just sitting in the parking lots, that was like 40 plus mile per hour winds right there. And that was consistent, 35, 45 mile per hour winds, which is what caused all those fires out in Oklahoma and the big dust storms and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but today, I mean, if that system didn't happen Friday and Saturday, today could have been a pretty crazy day out in Illinois. But yeah, that system kind of ate up a lot of the ingredients, kind of purified the atmosphere in that sense, stabilized everything. Or today could have been quite potent, in my opinion. A couple other people have said that, but just with it this close back to back, that was nice. Yeah, I think today could have been something if it wasn't for the storms on Friday, Saturday, which I haven't personally seen people say bust for either of the days, and I swear to gosh, I hope I don't, because Friday and Saturday last week were spectacular. You know, Saturday did not live up to the hype, but it's still verified as a high risk based on the quality, the number of the quality tornadoes that were put down. Obviously, there's debate around with that whole system. Diaz, however they say it down there. I say Diaz. Arkansas rated an EF4. They have structural engineers in to consider EF5 status. But that was a really small tornado. Overall, when you think of an EF5, you think of a big, massive wedge tornado, mile wide, wiping out everything on God's creation. Which the Diaz one wasn't that. It was like a stovepipe, I think, from the one photo I have seen of it. But I mean, it was very potent. It did some incredible damage. Couple EF4s, couple EF3s, EF2s. My tornado that I got next to was an EF2. So you know, that's my first tornado. It's an EF2. So I guess the only way to go from here is up. Unfortunately, I don't want that because that just means more damage and destruction. I think 40 people last I saw, 40 fatalities from the storms this weekend, and I don't think that's counting the pileups on the interstates down in Texas from the dust storms. Because there's quite a few fatalities from that. I don't know if they're counting that or not. I haven't really looked into it, but I mean some substantial fatalities from that storm. I mean, these days with all the research and development and all the work that people in the weather community have done. Here we go. Here's some good wind. Starting to rock the truck. I didn't even turn on the motion sensor light. That's cool. 42. Thanks. Yeah, last I saw was from a few hours ago. Is at 40. But thanks for the update, man. But yeah, I don't know. I just Friday and Saturday were very, very. I mean, to me, that was a high skill system. It was insane, and I was only on just a very small part of it, and yeah, just watching everything. Because when I go out, if I'm not on a storm, I'll pull up other chasers. I'll pull up Ryan Hall, just so I can see what else is going on. And then a couple of the chasers I like to interact with because I think they're good people. So if I'm not on the storm, I pull up it. So I was seeing everything that was going on, minus the time that I was in St. Clair County near Arnold, Missouri. But I mean, it's just spectacular. I haven't seen anything like it in a long time, honestly, ever. Yeah, honestly, ever. I haven't seen a storm system like that ever since getting into this level of my weather curiosity. Yeah, this one's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for some more wind. 36, 3 minutes. Let's look at reflectivity. We might see a little wind here in a moment, maybe. Area of confluence, some near rising sun area. I just don't see it doing anything much. Oh, Tim Marshall's in DS today. Damn. Yeah, that's serious. Yeah, they're really considering it. There's some CG. 67 Amarillo. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's part of why I do it. It's not look, I again I think I said it Friday, but I'm not out here just to thrill rush and just to do this, just to do that. I mean, there's a thrill with doing this stuff. I do love helping people, lending some of the knowledge that I've accrued over the years. Just enjoying weather, things like that. Enjoying, just I've been wildly interested in tornadoes for a long time because, frankly, everybody is, because we still don't know how. We know how they work, but we don't know how they work still. The movie Twister was based off some real stuff. Dorothy, they actually put stuff like that. They actually did that. They put that up really in real life. They put that up in tornadoes, and I mean that was one of the biggest breakthroughs in the science behind tornadoes and stuff in a very long time. Honestly, ever. And then Reed this year, he's starting to shoot rockets into tornadoes with sensors and stuff, in the same kind of doing the same thing. It's getting data from tornadoes, and the biggest thing is you could have all the ingredients in the world and nothing happens, or you could have, frankly, a cold core setup like today. There were multiple tornadoes today on really what's considered a low end situation. So we still don't know why some stores do, some stores don't. We can figure out a little bit with looking at soundings and atmospheric information what can lead to, but I mean there's no foolproof formula to say a tornado will happen or a tornado won't happen still to this day in 2025. So I think every little bit, every chaser out there that's doing it, trying to help people, trying to relay information, things like that, I think they're all doing the right thing. But I don't think anybody could say that there isn't a part of a thrill that they get from it. That's adrenaline rush. That's what it is. It's an adrenaline rush when you get into that situation. I would be hard pressed to truly believe someone say that they don't get that or they don't enjoy that. And that might be, whether they say it or not, a little bit of why they go out. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's me. I mean, part of it, yeah, it is a thrill, but that's not the whole reason I'm out here. There's a lot of other reasons. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's really good. Yeah, the seeing communities come together after this stuff, it's quite amazing. It really is. Just hearing some of these stories, and then Taylorville got hit. Oh gosh, that was like 2017 or 2018. Taylorville, Illinois. It was like mid. It was a mid tornado. Did some damage, but seeing everybody out and helping, because I popped down there because when I first moved and got stationed in Illinois, I lived in Taylorville for about 6-8 months, something like that. I mean, it was a nice little Midwestern farm town. But seeing everybody out, that sense of community, I love seeing that, because I think that's just, it's gone from the world. For me, it's sitting here thinking, I wish the world would go back to 9/12. And I hope everybody here understands what I'm saying. I wish the world would go back to 9/12/2001, because frankly, that was the closest together I have ever seen this country, the world, Well, a lot of the world, not all the world, obviously, but this country, we came together. Nothing else really mattered in that moment except looking out for each other, being there for each other, caring for each other. Uh, Frankly, the world was a better place on 9/12/2001 than it is today. Oh, that's cool. No, yeah, definitely. So I don't know if I can thumbnail picture. Let's see. No, not that window. Yeah, there. So yeah, I'm sure you have this, but this is crap. Um, I forgot that was there, but anyway, yeah. So Spotter Network, I'm sure you have it, but that's a great thing for chasing. I think you really have to have it because you can make reports from there, but more importantly, it takes GPS and says, "Hey, I'm you're here. This is what your National Weather Service thing is in, the phone number, so you can call them." Uh, so that was one of the first things I did. I did the Skywarn class, um, on top of years and years, really radar, figuring out how to read radar, what it shows. Though there is a point where radar doesn't matter anymore, and you just got to focus on the storm and what it's doing. Um, I would say at this point, yeah, this storm's just, I mean, it fell off the face of the planet, honestly. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, I did the Skywarn course. Got with the Spotter Network. I made a couple reports on there. I think one was a wall cloud, and one was like it was a down tree up by my buddy's house, not far from here, New Miami area. Pretty big tree last year. Other than that, I usually just call because I'm usually driving, and it's a lot easier to use. You know, it's easier to keep driving and just make a phone call than pull over. I try to get photos when I can. Nighttime, obviously, I'm not trying to take too many photos because it's nighttime, and I'm not a big photographer. But I'll call the National Weather Service, report what I see, where I see it, all that stuff, and go from there. Like I reported the power flashes from Arnold. I didn't report. My report wasn't very good. Um, I was just too excited. I just there's like a not a formula, but like there's a standard way of doing it, and I didn't do it the standard way because I was just excited because of the situation. But yeah, unfortunately, this storm just I thought it was going to have a little more punch when it got here, but it it doesn't. So yeah, now we're just in the heavy rain. We already got the gust front through. Uh, Lightning's pretty much died out, which I knew the storm wasn't going to be anything great when it got here, but I was hoping it'd be more. New Jersey. Oh my goodness. What the hell? I got the heat on. Jersey, Philly. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that area a little bit. Where's what I'm looking for?